What is up, YouTube? Let's get it. I'm making like so much money right now. It's unbelievable, guys. I want you guys to check this out. It's gonna blow your mind. Look at this. Oh, this camera ain't doing it. Look at that, 62 cents right now. Look at this. I'm just kidding, guys. Man, it's been one hell of a day, to be honest. Nothing has really been going like yesterday, and so I just got back to class, and it's been consolidating, especially for USD JPY. The only pair that's dropped the most right now is New Zealand. Here's the reason why I'm selling New Zealand. And the fact that if you look at the 4-hour and the daily on New Zealand and Australia, nothing but bad news for Australia. So the New Zealand follows right after that and drops itself. So on the other iPhone here, this is just the MetaTrader. The FX Pro demo account. And so you guys can see that I did these as soon as 6 o'clock hit. The reason why I'm changing it up every hour on this is because I want to see how many pips, how many times the pennies, how many times it moves on the pennies. And so with that, I can figure out where the direction is going to for the price action. Now, for those of you that don't have two phones, let me shut this. I don't want to get in trouble for playing G-Eazy music here, so that way I don't want to get in trouble for copyright infringement. So like I said, I have two phones because it's easier with two phones. You can see the direction where it's going on the demo account, and then you can see where you want to go with the how long you want to range your price action and your price values for swinging. And that's the reason why I have two phones, and plus they're the same identical phones, so they're both the 7 Plus iPhones. And it's very crucial to pay attention where the direction is going, because like I said, today has been nothing but a consolidation. Especially there wasn't really much going on during New York sessions, really. I mean, there was really no point swinging at all this morning, and unless you were selling USD JPY early in the morning up until noon, and then it finally decided to regain itself around noontime. Euro and pound's been pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie about that. They've been pretty strong. The speech this morning from Draghi. The speech this morning from Draghi, he didn't really specify much. He's actually speaking tomorrow as well, along with the UK Prime Minister May. She's actually speaking as well for the UK. So you got two big speeches. Draghi is still speaking at 4. Let me check here. I want to make sure that I have the correct time here for you guys. I'm on investing.com if you guys are wondering. So you can see that 5:30. Yeah, I'm not gonna go out with that time. Let's go back to here. So you can see this is more accurate because this is on my time. 3 a.m. in the morning Central Time, Draghi is actually speaking again, and then right after that at 4, Vera, no. And so right after at 4 in the morning, an hour after that, you got UK Prime Minister Theresa May speaking. Those are the two highly anticipated events for as soon as tomorrow hits. So those are the highly anticipated events. I plan on staying up I don't know how long I'm gonna stay up, so I probably gonna try and take a nap, and then I want to actually record around 3 o'clock and 4 in the morning, and I actually want to record this. And so I have not recorded London sessions. I don't think I have any of these recordings on London sessions. Girl, stop, girl. And so those are two highly anticipated news events for tomorrow during London sessions. And then the only thing that's very important for tomorrow is you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. You got 7 news. One important news, but I mean all 7 economic data releases for Canada. I expect them to be very very positive, and so that would definitely shoot that USD CAD all the way back down. And so what I'm anticipating for tonight is USD JPY. I mean all the US pairs to rise up tonight, and then I don't expect anything positive for US tomorrow. The only thing that they have is the market manufacturing PMI, but that's not until 8:45 in the morning. So you're talking about right after Canada releases their stuff, an hour later. So obviously I don't really see anything important for US, anything positive for that. And so I expect to sell all US pairs tomorrow morning. What I'm expecting, the way I think it's going right now, I'm expecting Euro and Pound to finish really strong for this week. Once London sessions open and once the speeches arise, once the speech finishes, I expect Euro to finish really strong. I think Euro is going to try and hit 120 or 121, and I think the Pound is going to try and shoot for 137 or 130, or well, yeah, probably 137 because 136 was already tapped into last weekend. So, and then we already know that if US is strong, then all the other pairs gotta drop. So I expect Euro and Pound to finish strong for tomorrow, and US for all the US pairs to drop back. So that's what I'm anticipating for tomorrow, for Friday. I will shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay up for London sessions and try to stay up for the speeches, because those are the two most volatile. It's gonna be very volatile. So I wouldn't be surprised as soon as London sessions open that there's gonna be a huge anticipation of candles going. I'm selling New Zealand. I'm buying USD/JPY. I got one sell on Australia, but like I said, the one that's dropping the most in pips is New Zealand right now. I expect USD/JPY to try and hit 112.66 or 112.65 before it goes back down. If it doesn't and it just comes close to it, then I'll just cash out and get ready to sell it. Let's see. I expect to sell USD CAD because of the important news here. And like I said, I expect US to rise up tonight and then to fall in the morning. I know I had some other questions that I wanted to answer on this video, because I know there are some questions being I had some private messages, and I also had some feedback on man, I just can't think of it right now. I've been overloading myself today, and so I'll try to get back to those that have been asking me some specific questions on trading. And so I want you guys to, if you are gonna watch this video, go back to my channel and look at the videos that said free Forex, free advice, free tips and free tips and strategies videos. And I would say that the most important video is the one that's 55 minutes long. And I know that every video that I make, I talk a little bit about what what I anticipate for the day, what I anticipate for tomorrow, and what might happen, within the next couple hours. And so, plus I'm showing you guys, my live trades and the demo trades here, what I'm following on the direction. And so, hey, Daddy's busy. Come on. Don't do that to her. Leave her alone. So, I think that's all I got. I already said what I needed to say. I will try. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try my best to shoot a video for 3 in the morning and 4 in the morning, especially for those two speeches, those two anticipated speeches for London sessions, because those London sessions is probably going to be the most volatile market and where you're going to probably catch the most money. And like I said, once the New York sessions open, they'll probably just be all about USD CAD. I wouldn't really concern myself too much about. I'm not even going to be trading USD JPY. I'd be all about USD CAD tomorrow, because you gotta go where you're going to make the most money out of. And so, I did say I was at like 42 cents. And this is, like I said, this is all on New Zealand. I'm up $1, guys. This is nothing crazy right now. And so, like I said, there's nothing really much going on. There's not really much going on right now. So, like I said, this is what I anticipate. I expect all U.S. pairs to try and regain itself tonight, drop tomorrow morning. Euro and pound is going to finish real strong for tomorrow, for the end of tomorrow. Probably like go really strong and be positive during London sessions too. So there's going to be a lot of fluctuation in pips. And then I'm going to expect to sell USD CAD, because all the I'm expecting all positive news for Canada. And other than that, I'm not even trading gold, because I only got $92, and so that's pretty much, it is what it is. And the problem is when you trade gold that you have you pay a high spread, and the free margin's cut in half, like a lot, and so you can't really do much to trade to add more for leverage. And so yes, gold pays more, but it's not worth it right now. I don't really anticipate any. I don't expect this session to be very volatile, to be honest, and that's why I'm looking at the other phone to figure out what's making the most gains, so I can just go with that. If it wasn't for that, then I'd probably stuck with USD JPY and gold, and there'd be no point, because it's not really fluctuating as much as it was. It's not fluctuating as much as it was from yesterday. Yesterday was probably far the best trading day of the whole week, and so, or it could have been the worst trading day for you if you went the other way. If you went the other way. So, like I said, it's gonna be slow until London sessions, and I expect the markets to pick up right around midnight and 1 in the morning, like an hour or two before London sessions hit, so they can start picking out which direction they want to move, and where the investors and where the banks are going to try and shift the currency pairs. So that is what I'm expecting for tonight and expecting for tomorrow. So, alright, appreciate you guys watching all these videos, pretty much just watching what I do. And so And like I said, if there's any concerns or complaints or any questions that you're not understanding, I'll be more than happy to help you out as much as I can. I mean, like I said, I don't know everything. I'm not an expert. I'm not like a guru or anything. I just know what I know enough to trade for myself. And so, like I said, if you think that I'm missing out on what I said, I mean, feel free to message me because I know I had a couple of requests already, and I'm trying to get back. And so I need to start writing these questions down so I can answer back on a specific video on it, and have a specific title so that you guys can actually see, you know, what is it that you want me to tell you guys, while I'm actually showing you guys what I'm trading on, why I'm trading, and what I tend to look at for this week and the upcoming week, and what today is and what tomorrow is, and what pairs I'm looking at. So, like I said, the only thing I'm not consistent on is on picking out a time frame when I'm going to make a video. So I know that for the past couple days I've been making a video in the morning, and then on Wednesday, yesterday I made the video for the FOMC, and then today I'm making it right now because it's Tokyo sessions. I just got back from class, and so I want to make one for London sessions because of the two speeches for London sessions at 3 and 4 in the morning. I want to make those two videos, and so I actually want to show you guys the volatility and what to anticipate when you see these candles. And I don't know how long this video is, but well, I'll jump into like real short here. When there's big red news that's about to hit, expect the opposite of what people are thinking. And I do not go off of FX Street News like, let me show you what, yeah, sure, I'll talk about this. Okay, so when FX Street News releases, now I think this might end up being like a couple 5-10 more minutes. So when FX Street News releases about the preview of what they think or what they might anticipate might happen for the Forex market when there's a speech, or like yesterday when the Fed was speaking, Yellen was speaking, the announcement and the interest rate hikes, FOMC projections for the U.S. economy. So even investing.com even talked about them. FX Street, you got Daily FX, you got some other Forex news websites. Then they were talking about that they didn't think that the Fed wasn't able to deliver a positive statement for the U.S. economy. And so you don't want to get caught up in the news. Yes, I do trade a lot on the news, but I don't rely on the news all the time. I rely on the news about maybe 70-80% of the time. And so after that, you have to make your own analysis right after that. And if you don't, then you're just going to go off of what they say, and then next thing you know, you end up losing money. So yes, it's great to go off and read a little bit what they say, but you don't want to go off of everything that they say. And so there are times that when there's positive news for US, but then USD JPY and all the other US pairs are dropping. Yay, you're back! Bye guys, see you later. Alright, cool. Alright, so my wife's back. She can take care of the kids. Yeah, so with that, I don't rely 100% all the time on the news. And you don't want to either. You have to do your own analysis. when there's big red news, like I said this like in one of my, I think it was either my first or second video of what I made for my YouTube channel. I talked about that when there's so much volatility and you can see that USD JPY was going down, right? It was going down right before the Fed was speaking at 1 p.m. yesterday. It was going down, and then it spiked down a little bit, right? It spiked down a little bit, and then it boom shot up. It shot up like nothing. Gold went the opposite. Gold spiked up a little bit, and then gold spiked down like nothing. And so you have to pay attention that when there's most of the time, like I'd say 90% of the time, there's that 10% of the time where actually stays in that direction on red news. But 90% of the time, you're gonna get it. Like you can see that the anticipation of people trying to buy gold and people trying to sell the U.S. And then it goes the opposite way. And so you have to see that coming. And before all this, I didn't know anything about it because what was it? 8-9 months ago, all I did was I just saw the pair. I remember when I was trading Euro and there was some big news for Euro, and I ended up buying it, and it kept going up right before the red news, and I did a huge lot, like a 25-cent lot, and I only had like maybe $150 in it in the account, and it shot down the moment the news hit, and I was like, no way! I was like, how is this possible? Like everyone's anticipating it was good news, so you can't expect the same thing from what other people are saying, and 90% of the time it reverses. That's why I talk about the reversal patterns and trend reversals. And so, I mean, yeah, yesterday morning, I assumed that it would be a sell because USD JPY was trying to pick up its feet and try and gain momentum to keep going up. But I got out of class just in time to realize that it wasn't even gaining anything. It ended up losing. It was US dollar index was down. I paid attention to that. Okay, I got US dollar index here on the white iPhone on FX Choice. Okay, on FX Choice they let you trade the US dollar, and so it's good to know where the direction's going. That's very key. I already talked about the US dollar index. You have to pay attention to the US dollar index. That dictates the direction of where all the US currency pairs are going as well. Euro has an index too, so and there's so much more to talk about. I didn't expect to make a long video. I was just gonna try and talk about what I anticipated for tonight and tomorrow. So that is very, very important. And I mean, though, if you don't, like I said, like a lot of people are very skeptical, But like I said, if you want to test it out for yourself, test it out on the demo tonight, on the speeches tonight, when London sessions hit. And so, like I said, Euro and Pound is dropping right now, and I expect both of them to be finishing strong tomorrow. And I expect US dollar index to drop in the morning along with all the US pairs. And I'm going to sell USD CAD because there's 7 news on Canada tomorrow. And so it is very, very, very crucial to understand the reversals. And if you don't see it, you end up losing more money than what you put in. And so, I think that was one of the questions that was being asked. I'm trying to remember what. There were so many other questions that I'm trying to catch up on what everyone was trying to get to. So I know there's some specific questions on trading, but I just can't. I would have to go back on my YouTube channel and then go to all the videos that were commented. So, and plus I had some private messages too. Let's see what the new update is. This is gonna be a long video. Oh. Like I said, I mean this. I constantly update on the news myself every hour. If it's not on the computer, it's on my phone. I don't care if I'm in class or if I'm eating out there, or even if I'm playing with my kids. I'm always on the hour, looking at news. And so, another thing is I'm not trying to stress myself out anymore. I actually made a decision to fully not trade while I'm in class. So the reason being is because I end up I can't focus on class and trading at the same time. So I was trying to do two things at once for how long now? For almost 3 weeks now, and so I've been killing my brain a lot. And so so when I'm home, I can be able to focus a little bit more if I'm not doing homework. And like I said, it's been a really stressful 3 weeks because I've been trying to cram trading, school, trading, school, and so I hadn't been doing videos for the past 2 weeks, but I was still focusing on trading and school at the same time, and so it was a lot of weight to carry. So I'll just be trading on times that I am available to trade, not because I want to trade all the time. And so you don't want to be trading all the time, because if you're trading all the time, you're going to stress your brain out, you're going to stress yourself out, and you're going to tire yourself, and you're pretty much going to burn yourself out pretty soon at the end of the week. And so, let's see here. I can't think. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back and look at those questions that some people were asking. But like I said, I mean, I talked about the reversals, and when the news is anticipated to be good, think the opposite, because it probably will be the opposite direction. And I'm talking about red news. I'm not talking about low key news or medium news. No, I'm talking about red news. Red news. It has to be red news. It can't just be a bunch of medium and green news here. Let me show you guys. It's gotta be red news. I'm telling you, it has to be red news. If it's not red news, I'm telling you, it has to be red news. Red news. Red news. Red news. There's a lot of freaking news on Euro tonight, so like I said, it's very important. Very, very important on red news. And you guys already know what I'm expecting. I expect Euro to finish strong, pound to finish strong, and US pairs and US dollar index to drop tomorrow. And I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. I did not expect to make this a long video. So, but appreciate you guys subscribing, watching me, and I hope I answered some of you guys' questions. And so, if not, just comment me or message me. I'll be able to put my feedback back on in a comment. And so, like I said, I want to be able to make a video for 4 in the morning, my time here, Central Time, for the two big speeches. So that is going to be some really two key events, and London session is probably going to be a really good trading session, and so that's what I expect. All right, guys, you guys have a good night.